G'day guys, welcome to another video. We're finally getting onto the Suzuki. I've gone out, I bought myself some shocks. They're for a GQ Patrol. That's the closest I could find. My full open 700, full closed was 550. These are full open 700 and full closed 470, I believe it is. So they're gonna work. The issue is the inner diameter here is different to here, so I need to look into a few options here. There's a couple options like getting this and lathing them down. There's a few little ideas I've got in my head. Some were assisted by Russ because I gave him a call because I thought he had a lathe. He doesn't. So I'm gonna go ahead, see what we can work out here, and hopefully have the Zook back up and running. Still haven't found those bloody taillights yet though. I don't know where they got missing. If you've been watching the vlogs, I had a set of taillights for it and they're gone. Missing. Don't know. Alright, we might have found a solution here. This is a 19mm hole and I believe these are a 20. But that will slide into the rubber. I don't think that that will affect any ability this has to work. Now, what I've worked out is the center of this, even though it's threaded, is actually 12mm. Is it the best? No. But the correct part that can fit this isn't due until late February. We're now late, so we're probably 4 to 5 weeks away from potentially the right part getting here. So my idea is this. I've got these GK Tech basically tie rod extenders. I'm not using them. I've had them for yonks. I should, in theory, be able to cut these down to length and they will be fully suitable, I believe, for what I need. Got to make a few other little measurements, but I think I can make this work. Potentially get these shocks into the Suzuki today. Not that I can necessarily take it for a wheel today, but I'll be super stoked to have shocks back in this thing and give it a little flex on the tree out the front and see what it feels like and go from there, I guess. All right, so I've worked out that I want to do 42mm lengths. I'll get 2 out of each one, and I guess we'll go from there. I want to use the reciprocal just because it'll give me, it'll cut this nicer and won't have to deal with a lot of swarf. Interesting. Looks like it actually gets smaller. It does get smaller. Interesting. Okay. Might need to adjust my ideas here. We'll see how we go. And cut another length off of here. Then I'm going to look into, see if I've got more of these, because I very well might. I wanted, what, 42mm. Okay, so it's going to be kind of hard to tell that that side is slightly bigger than that side. So I'm going to have to just drill it out to the 12mm. Not super stoked on having to do that, but there really isn't another way. I had a look around for other, essentially other tie rod end extensions that I might have laying around, and it just doesn't look like I have anything. So I'm going to go ahead and got a 12mm drill bit. I'm just going to drill it out to suit. Should do the job. Like I said, this is potentially just temporary, but one of those things that'll probably meant to be temporary and then end up staying in there for a good length of time. That is now 12mm. My other one that's small, this one here, drill this one out 12mm as well. Right, and then I'll just use the grinder that electrocuted me just to clean it up and see where we're at. Alright, so got a bit of grease here now. I'm going to give it a rip, see if I can't just pop these in. I'm just going to use gloves for the grease. Just going to try and pop them in, see what happens, I guess. I'm pretty confident this is going to work. It's much of a muchness, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if you're meant to grease these or not, but I'm going to need to grease them to get them in. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, it works. Do the same thing a couple of times. Cooking with gas. Alright, that's one shot done. It's cool. I'm very surprised it's working as well as it is. I probably could have gone a smidge longer on my parts that I'm using essentially, but it's all good. Like, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I just think I could have gone a smidge longer. Could, I guess, affect the flex. You know, you do things and it's almost like you feel like you do it so much better than you thought you were going to do, so it's almost like you knew what you're doing, but really you don't. It's kind of what I feel like now. Oh, I say that as I start to put one in on the wrong angle. Okay, definitely need to make sure I straighten this up. We are ready to go. I'm obviously need to put this on, but I think I'll work it out which order I sort of put this in to work that out. But this is ready to go as far as I can tell. That'll go on there, tighten everything up, pull everything closed, and should be cooking with gas. I think it's gonna work. I have to wait until Irish gets home next door. He's gonna come over, finish doing his oil change stuff, because he started doing it, but then they sold him the wrong oil filter. So he needs to get the right size oil filter. Then I'll be able to get the Zook up on the hoist and start working on this front suspension. What are we watching here?
4 years later, an oil change.
World's longest and most comprehensively studied oil change here on Irish's car. So very serious. He went and called up all the oil companies.
He's called 4 oil companies. He's called the person who machined the head.
You called the machinist?
No,
the bloke that rebuilt the head.
No, because in the old invoice it was 1060 racing, and then you can't find the 1060 racing. It's been superseded. So I was just curious, and he had a tidy workshop and whatnot. So
just translation between Irish and English. Curious means paranoid.
yeah, flying close to the sun. So
Terrible. I scored some good oil.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You guys know I love this stuff. And if you've been watching for a while, you know what happened last time I ran the stuff that he's putting in his Skyline. So we lost the 370 and the JZX90 motor in 1 week. The first and only time I ever ran Panrite. But he's
confident.
I think he actually called the president of the state of America and cleared it to run the Panrite.
Nissan in Japan.
We should have asked the old boy across there, because he's got years of experience at Toyota. Yeah, not fair for Nissan though.
No.
We had to find an OG Nissan guy from way back.
And the funny
Someone that
thing
worked for
is-
Nissan in '96.
Yo, man.
And I wanted 1060 and end up with 1550, so I'll be changing it again pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'll sell you some oil, chief.
It's because I've only got a really short trip to work. It takes like 4 minutes to get to work, so yeah, I'll have to take the long way to work now, just to get the heat in.
To be fair, I think he's gonna have to warm. He's gonna warm it up enough in the morning. His car's kind of low and his driveway's kind of steep, so he's gonna have to warm it up and jump out the driveway anyway. So I don't see the problem.
Yeah, but
you'll be good.
Fox suspension be sweet.
Speaking of suspension, that's something I'd love to put in my car, but I'm still waiting. To be fair, I said he could use the hoist, so as long as he needs to. But yeah, getting ready to slap this in. All right, so 20 hours later, Irish got his car sorted. Right, I'm gonna get onto this now. Should be pretty, hopefully, quick and easy little job here. Got to put the boots on and obviously get them to go on. I've got it on the hoist to make my life a little bit easier. So here we go. Well, the reason I put in the effort and went to the store is so I could get exactly what I needed. Didn't get what I needed. So, you know, you got to expect a little bit of this with a custom job. That's sort of why I went in store. Basically, this part is too wide to fit in my suspension bracket, so I'm having to cut a ton of the bush off. Basically, I'm lobbing it really close, so there's not as much deflection here. So it's probably going to affect my flex a lot. We'll see how it goes. I'm just going to try doing this because I don't want to stuff around. It's already past the point of no return as far as like taking them back, because I've already, you know, forced those bushes through. You know, they can tell that they're out of the box and all that sort of jazz, but they are no good for my car, essentially. Like, I think I can make them work. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't, but it's a shame I'm having to cut up part of my brand new shocks after I went in store to make sure it was all done right. So, bugger. Go ahead and do some cutting. Alright, so I didn't finish things yesterday, but... Sorry, I did finish things yesterday. Didn't work out like I kind of wanted it to. It's pretty annoying. Like I said, it is what it is though. Reminder, we do have the singlets now with this design. It's also got the... can't really show you guys. It's got the Falcon on the back though. Super rad one. Definitely go to lukefink.com. Check it out for yourself. I'll get you to do some filming for me. Hopefully I don't roll over our car in the front yard. It's great.
Love it when you talk like that.
Yeah, well, I just want to test out how this front suspension works. Well, you can drive it.
Nope.
No? Alright, I'm driving
No,
it.
I'm good. You're running over the gate. No, but just don't go back. If you roll over there, you'll potentially smash a window if it rocks back.
Alright, let's see if the front's flexing. You're standing in a completely wrong spot.
Yeah, because I was scared to hook over and it get rolled on.
Okay. I was hoping it would. So... It's still on the ground there. I need to like... I can go further forward.
the trampoline.
That stretched out more. Alright. I guess it's working. I feel like this side should tuck up more, and it hasn't yet, but I don't know if that's like more a case of like the position it's sitting in. You know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
Right, it kind of needs to push harder. I'll try and drive it up the tree. Try and get out of here without hitting the house.
You can reverse without hitting the house. I would be very surprised.
Really?
Yeah. With your history of reversing, you're about to lose the tail light.
I'm about to hit the house.
25 centimeters away. You're about to hit the house. You're an inch from the house. You hit the house.
Yep.
How much do you think an inch is? Literally gave you an inch and you took a mile.
Yeah, look.
So,
I've got nothing.
did we not all see that it was coming, that you were going to hit the house?
So, am I going to hit it again?
Oh yeah, you're going to hit it again. You're about to hit the trampoline. You got the trampoline. It's not our trampoline. Stop.
I didn't hit it. I technically just moved it.
You're going to hit the house.
I keep hitting our house.
Because you can't reverse.
Got nothing to do with it.
Stop. You're actually breaking it. Oh.
Maybe close that gate.
Now go straighten up. Oh my god.
I don't have a lot of steering.
Yeah, that's fine. Stop! Even I can see from here about to hit that gate. Back. Why are you going so far forward? Yeah, it's around it. Do you even have a plan? Guys, see what I have to deal with on a daily basis? This is just... Does anyone remember that scene in Austin Powers where he's trying to do a U-turn in the golf cart and then like wedges himself in between the walls? This is literally Luke. Stop! Stop! Do you want me to keep an eye on the gas thing? please.
What do you like to do?
Huh?
What do you like to do?
Doing this because if you roll over, you're gonna land on the gas thing. I don't care about the Raptor. I just care about blowing up. You are such a redneck.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, not anymore.
Right. So just say, go get the film. We're trying to work out what the front's doing.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it back access.
How's the front look? So you get to the front every time.
Oh my god. You're pushing the trailer, you know.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do you remember, am I better putting this down forwards or backwards? Which way leaks oil worse? No idea.
Sorry, Mama Bar.
I don't think there's any more work I need to do to this car.
Better to ask for forgiveness
The
and
tail
permission.
lights I need to do, actually, I'm going to leave it here for now. I've got to do the tail lights and some other shit. Actually, I want to go park down there just to see what she says.
Okay. Short walk away at Mama Bar's.
To be fair, I bet she probably won't even notice.
Yeah, she will. Hard not to notice.
Why?
Because it's a bloody monster truck. Maybe if you reversed it in, she might not notice as much because it wouldn't be as bright. Hayley's going to notice straight away.
Yeah. Convenient. Convenient. So, show people the back of this shirt. LukeFink.com. Go and grab it yourself.
You're an idiot. It's alright, I wanted to paint the front of the house anyway.
You just called everyone here an idiot
Why?
because you were looking at them.
No, I was looking at you.
I was off to the
I was
side.
making eye contact with you. You're an idiot.
Alright, well, anyway, Frosty's asked for a few bits and pieces of my S13, so we're going to head around there now if I have the right parts. I've got to look for them and take them around to Frosty. Alright, we're here with Frosty. You put any more videos up? You haven't. I know you haven't.
One 3/4 edited at the moment, and then it'll go up probably tomorrow night because I've filmed the ending for this thing now. But I just waiting for the last couple sensors and be able to start it and
Me to bring you.
get the job done. And
Me to go and buy more sensors.
yeah.
So we'll show you guys now, obviously, to see where the build has come from. Definitely go check out Frosty's channel to see how it got to this point, and obviously, yeah, the video that he's about to put up. But here is the somewhat, well, not somewhat, it's finished, right? Engine bay.
Yeah, engine base finished. Just sensors and 2 sensors and a brake line. That's about it.
Yeah. So he's gone ahead and you'll see on his channel, but he's polished this up, which just looks actually ridiculous. If you remember, this has like a really big ridge on it normally. So now she's polished. Does it need to be cleared now it's polished? It'll probably melt off anyway.
It won't make a difference. Like, so it's average, like the quick polish of like any sort of polish you can get. I know Hayden's right into his shiny shit at the moment.
He is
so
actually.
He'll love this thing.
Yes.
So
100% he will.
but just a casual polish every now and then. But yeah, there's no sort of coatings you can put on it. Nothing that will withstand the heat. So
yeah. So heat-wise, obviously that's where we put most of the concentration into here. Obviously with the turbo, it used to be here. It had hot everywhere. Not only did it make everything hot as far as the cooler pipes and everything, but it was also would heat up the intercooler itself. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like essentially negatives we had with the way it was set up. The thing is, the car was sort of built with that originally. It was a V8 supercar engineer that did the turbo kit. Obviously, they don't have V8s, and that wasn't necessarily his forte, so there was some mucking around there, I guess, at the end of the day, and you know, we didn't get it resolved. So anyway, it now is like it is. We got all the heat basically out of the way. We do have some other heat stuff on the way to help with like lines like this, because they don't necessarily always get bad, but over time that line will get bad, so we're going to get a sleeve for that from DEI, and a few other bits and pieces, no doubt, probably stuff like this.
New beanie and stuff like that.
Yeah, new turbo beanie we need to get for it, and just a bunch of other different pieces from the guys at DEI. So hopefully that'll come pretty soon from the States. But you can see there's just so much room now for activities. Oil filter, which we did from underneath anyway, but you can stand in that engine bay, so
yeah, heaps of room. Probably put a fan on the back here.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, that's the plan. I am going to chuck a big fan on the back of the oil cooler. Not going to bother with the fans on the intercooler itself for now. As you saw in the last video, no more summer nats or rocky nats. Upcoming events will be sort of Fridays and power crews and things like that with this car. They're all events where you're actually moving, and you know, the intercooler is not going to have any dramas. As far as burnouts go, I do want to do some more soon. When I am doing a burnout, I'm obviously going to get some fans for this intercooler to hopefully help with the intake temps, but more than anything, obviously those issues with temp have a lot to do with the actual, whatever the oil issues we've got are. So we need to kind of work that out, which again could have a lot to do with heat as well.
Yeah, it could do it. It'd be good now you got the temp, because we didn't know what oil temp you were hitting at all, because we only had pressure. But now we have the temp, so you've actually had to start data logging that sort of thing to see what oil temp you're at. But like, I haven't checked out whether it's got trapdoors or not. Aeroflow told me to check with you what part number to see the trapdoors and stuff like that.
That's a good one. I think, didn't we do that here?
No, we always just pulled the engine out. Last power cruise engine came out, went straight to Mitch. So
I'm trying to remember when we went from the alloy sump to this sump.
I never did that on this one.
Yeah. No. Need to remember when and how and why. Well, I know why. I remember we're having leaking issues with the stock sump, and we ended up ordering this pump. I just can't remember the chain of events. Probably have to get in touch with Russ for that one, because he'll probably know. So he probably, yeah. Between you and Russ, you guys definitely know more about my car than me. More so they have memories that work. I don't. I've hit my head too much with the old BMX. Exterior wise, everything's going to be pretty much the same, except for now you'll see the exhaust pipe is looking real fresh and sort of, what do you call that?
Teardroppy.
Teardroppy.
So it's the old one that you had on there.
You've just made it a bit more teardroppy.
Like probably like maybe half an inch off, and like made more of a flare, and like kind of hand carved it to be a bit more aggressive.
Looks like it shoots up a bit more now.
Yeah, and I
as
tilted
well.
on it. It used to shoot like literally straight down to the ground, like the teardrop used to face down, but now it kind of points up and looks a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I'd say that would be bad at pointing up, but only bad for summer nats and not going there anymore.
It's only bad if whoever's standing next to it. So
yeah. What else? Anything else?
No, but that's about it. Got the turbo guard to go on there, which is over there.
We're gonna muck around with some door handle-y stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some pull tags. Got the little makeshift coolant temp to go on there, because we moved that from the head on the side. So that'll get a T-piece into that water line there now. Yeah,
because we didn't like either where the coolant temp was being picked up from, because it was only being picked up essentially from one head. So we're now moving that coolant line to the upper rad hose.
Yeah, it's the hot side.
Hot side, yeah. From both heads. So we'll be able to actually get a more accurate water temp. And the other thing that'll probably happen in the future, not right now, but eventually I'll get, what are they called? Temp things for each thing. So Russell is actually testing a new product, EGT gauges, but they're really cheap.
Yeah.
So it's a much cheaper way of doing it. He's testing it on someone else's car, so if it works, I'll be getting that for this.
Definitely handy, especially for like misfires and stuff. Like we had the Milwaukee temp gun for the last power cruise, but it's not that accurate, you know.
Well, still a good saviour.
Yeah.
Obviously, with gauges, it would be phenomenal.
Yeah, you'd just be able to see it, and there'd be a safety and stuff. So
Sick.
yeah.
All right. So it's only, I guess, just a week and a half until I'm driving this thing again. So, yeah, I'm actually quite looking forward to it, and I think I need to. Another thing I just thought about while I'm here, and I wish I knew about it before I went to Thingo, is the whole brake situation.
Oh, the line. Yeah, I'm looking into that. Oh, either way, I'll have that fixed. I've got enough brake lines and.
Oh, you're gonna do something with it?
Yeah, you got in that box of stuff, so I'll have something sorted.
Yeah,
Worst case, I'll just make you my own valve. So.
Yeah, I only just remembered about that right now when I was looking at this.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my brake line, and then I remembered that it's still blocked and blah blah blah, and I'm like, last thing I want to do is go to Summernats and do a massive pull and hit the brakes and only have front brake. Obviously, I'll go and grab the handbrake as well, but it's a lot better to have proper brakes in your car, in my opinion. That's it. Well, we're going to wrap this vlog up here, guys. Thanks heaps for watching. Don't forget, we've got the new singlets on the website, lukefink.com. Go check it out. Support the channel. Massively appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.